Hello and welcome back to Call of Cthulhu. In the last episode, we made it to this bookseller and we noticed that the door was broken and busted into. There's blood on it as well. So we just walked in and we're figuring out from here. Inspect the bookstore.
Freud's The Interpretation of Dreams. It's the work that laid the foundations of psychoanalysis at the beginning of this century.
Medicine progress. So every time I read a book that is relevant, see, I'm at 36% now, which is good. I'm starting to get up there a little bit higher than what it was, certainly. I guess this bookstore is going to be good potentially for a lot of...
Another volume of the Reverend's wife's diary.
Oh, right. We keep getting these. The pastor declared himself to be the prophet. He renounced God and worshipped a strange pagan entity with a monstrous appearance. His wife tried to reason with her husband, but in vain. He was convinced that he must listen to the voice in his head because it holds the truth. Any books I'm going to read because that's how I get those extra points. So I'm going to try to make sure that I... Oh, there you go. This looks like it is the history of, well, Darkwater history, sure. That makes sense, doesn't it? No, I'm not seeing any... hold on. Anatomy and dissection. Okay, that's medicine. I believe I get 4 points every time. That was only 2 points. So, never mind. But I think at 40% I do level up. There you go. That should put me at 40%, right? Yeah, so now I'm a professional 3 out of 5. That's good. Occultism, if I can get a little bit more, I can level up, which I imagine is going to help. Try to just make sure I'm not missing anything. I can go behind the desk there, which probably... Let me see. Before I go that way, let's go over this way quick. Ooh, oil. That was oil for the lamp. Oh, here's a book. Another Darkwater history. You can pause it if you want to read. An unfinished chess match. Really nothing here, though. I already filled my oil. Yeah, alright. So we're going back this way.
What happened here?
Reconstruction. So I see in the bottom left, there's a blinking green.
Where did they break in from? Blood. Seems like amateur work.
Right. Not a professional. Not like my guy. He picks locks. What am I missing? Oops, what's this? Medicine
No
check.
sign of struggle. If the burglar smashed this jar, it wasn't intentionally. Was he hurt then?
That's that medicine knowledge coming in handy right there. I just passed that check. So he's coming from back this way, for sure. Ooh.
What sort of thief leaves his tools at the crime scene?
That's a safe
What
right
happened
there.
that made the burglar flee before finishing his work? What killed all these animals?
Oh yeah. Is that cockroaches and rats? Occultism. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
What the... Charles Hawkins?
Whoa, check that arm. We've seen him before, haven't we? Yeah. Yeah. Occultism. Oh, there's the book. That is a huge book. Oh, wait.
What sort of power did Sarah Hawkins' painting possess?
They put the big book in there. Oh!
Sarah Hawkins helped hide something in this safe.
It flung me backwards. How do I have this much power to see the past? Oh.
Drake put in a great deal of effort to hide whatever is in here. Everything is linked to the Sarah Hawkins case.
Okay. Leave reconstruction. Let's see if that flashing green is still... Yeah, it is. See it? Bottom left? Means that there's something hidden here. It's probably this, right? Or...
Drake left
All
instructions on how to find the combination of his safe.
Okay, if someone finds these memoirs, there will be no doubt I am in serious trouble. My last and only hope is that my body and bones are still in this plane of reality, in order that they can be recovered and burned. The funeral urn must be given to my dear mother if she is still of this world. The following message is of capital importance. Whoever reads these lines and demonstrates acuity as sharp as mine can hope to gain access to my most precious possession. It lies within my safe, and the clues to the combination are to be found in 3 cylinders, each hidden where life and study combine in the Greek world. Each cylinder is numbered, even if, as the celebrated author says, order is the pleasure of reason, but disorder is the delight of the imagination. Indeed, despite my preference for organized chaos, I must admit that reason usually prevails in the end. If by chance a person, or should I say a genius, was to match my intellect and find the combination of the safe, I would ask that they deliver its contents into the safekeeping of my friend and colleague, Professor Armitage of Miskatonic University. The content of the safe is not only a vast digest of knowledge, but it is also a weapon that is far too dangerous for it to fall in the wrong hands. I hope that you will be able to appreciate the danger that this represents, and that you will act accordingly. In any event, I will neither be there to guide you nor to suffer from your actions. Okay, so we're looking for 3 cylinders numbered, and each hidden where life and study combine in the Greek world. I don't really know what that means. So let's, here's another medical book. And then just out of curiosity, it's 2. So I definitely get 2 for every book. Okay, so nothing in here.
Is everyone on this island taking sleeping pills?
It does seem like that, doesn't it?
What link did he find between Charles Hawkins and an old amulet?
This key that bears the Elder Sign is the only one able to protect your psyche. It is in the form of a cylindrical medallion hanging at the end of a heavy chain. Hundreds of years ago, the stars and branch whose purpose is to push back the forces of the great old ones were engraved at its center. Everything points to it being Charles Hawkins that tore it from its last owner, an Egyptian antique dealer. In press cuttings that mention the misdemeanor, the date of the robbery coincides with the last of Hawkins' trips to Cairo. It remains to be seen whether he knows of the true purpose of the artifact. Try to find it. So theoretically, this protects us from the great old ones. We got to remember that. If we find this thing somehow, we want to hold on to it. So there's nothing else here. We know that we can't open this currently. Yeah. Wait, did that say? No, never mind. There's still a flashing green here, which leads me to believe... Okay.
A strange amulet. I have a feeling I better not touch it.
Huh. Strange amulet. Did I pick it up? Oh, occultism. Nice. 42. Now I'm a professional. Good. That could be really good for us. So I'm looking for... Whoa.
Arkham editions. Never heard of him.
Oh, boy. So I'm looking for...
How many volumes are there in this collection?
The Key of Solomon. What did it say? Where life combines for Greek something or other?
Another volume by Arkham Editions.
Another volume by Arkham Editions.
Arkham Editions. Never heard of him.
Huh. The Prophecies.
How many volumes are there in this collection?
A lot. Okay.
Another volume by Arkham Editions.
Yeah, I got it. Legendary Philosopher.
Arkham Editions. Never heard of him.
He says the same thing.
How many volumes are there in this collection?
A lot. Things that should not be. American Folklore. Okay. Anything else? So obviously those books are important. That's the book. Those books are important. What are you?
Cylinders that Drake tried to hide. I should perhaps listen to them.
Cylinder 2, cylinder 3. Oh, so those are the cylinders. I'll listen to them in a second. Let me just look around real fast and make sure there's nothing else that's obviously new or grabbable. Not really. This all looks... Nope. So was that all 3 cylinders? It may have been. I only saw 2 notifications pop up, but it... Oh.
A kind of chalice.
This goblet seems to be very ancient. It seems to be made of gold and decorated with real precious stones. The rubies and sapphires make up a specific motif. Without context, I don't know. Okay. I have all the cylinders, so let's listen to the first one. Listen as
these red drops, like precious stones, lie fixed, set in divine gold. To be the guardian of the Grail does not protect me from its attractions, Henry. And I do confess it. I am willing to pay to know its secrets.
Okay, that didn't help me. At least not yet.
I finally understood that we were only pieces on the chessboard of the gods. Let those of us who are still standing protect our White Queen from their dark soldiers. I see our number dwindling, and my will strengthens as my apprehension grows. We shall refuse to be the playthings of destiny.
So the number of white pieces on the chessboard potentially
Dear
here.
friend, I thank you again for the anthology of the works of Arkham editions that you sent me. Volume 9, Azathoth and Other Horrors, seemed particularly relevant to my
Volume 9.
research. I never tire of browsing through them.
Okay, so let's do 2 and 3. We'll come back to 1. So the number of white pieces...
The Queen has little protection.
1, 2, 3. 3 or 4 if you're counting the Queen.
The Queen has little protection.
So let's say 3, the number of protectors of the Queen. I don't know if that's... We'll change it to 4 if we need to. And that's for cylinder 2. So cylinder 2 we'll say is... Oops. How do I rotate? Cylinder 2 we'll say is 3. I can change that to 4 if it doesn't work. Next is volume
Drake
9.
talked about a particular volume. So
He
these
did.
are the volumes that Drake was
It was
talking. What did
volume
Drake
9.
say about this collection?
Is this it? This is 8. No, it wasn't this one. It was...
Drake talked about a particular volume.
Yeah, it wasn't the prophecies.
So these are the volumes that Drake was talking about in his message.
No.
What did Drake say about this collection?
Volume 4. Hold on,
Drake
volume
talked
4.
about a particular volume.
Are these both?
So these are the
Oh,
volumes
those are the same.
that Drake...
Okay.
What did Drake
That was the same
say
book.
about this collection?
That's 5, 6, 7.
Drake talked about a particular... So
3.
these are the volumes that Drake... What
3.
did Drake say about this collection?
3.
Drake talked about a particular...
This is all the same
These are the
book.
volumes that Drake was talking about in his message. What did Drake say about this collection?
Hold on. Yeah, why am I...
Drake talked about a particular
So
volume.
that's
So
this one.
these are the volumes that Drake was
That's this
talking about
one.
in his message.
All right, hold on 1 second. I gotta go listen to it again. It said volume 9. Right?
Dear friend, I thank you again for the anthology of the works of Arkham editions that you sent me. Volume 9, Azathoth
Volume
and
9.
Other Horrors,
Azathoth
seemed
and Other
particularly
Horrors.
relevant to my
I
research.
saw that one.
never
I
tired of
remember
browsing through them.
seeing that. That was the first one I saw, I think. Wasn't that this one?
What did Drake say about this collection?
No.
Drake talked about
Yeah,
a
it's this one.
particular volume.
Azathoth and Other... It was this one. What about it? 9? Is it just 9? That doesn't feel right. Because why even Why even mention Volume 9 as a hint? I guess we'll do 9. We'll remember
So
it's this
these
one.
are the volumes that Drake was talking about in his message.
I feel like it can't be 9. For a self-proclaimed... Oh. E is validate? Okay, so we just gotta do the first one now. I don't think I got that last one right, but might be able to brute force it if we get the other ones. So,
And
let's
these
listen to
red
this one.
drops, like precious stones, lie fixed. set
Red
in
drops, it's the
divine
chalice.
gold. To be the guardian of the Grail does not protect me from its attractions, Henry. And I do confess,
The number of red
I am willing
drops,
to pay
or
to
red
know its
rubies.
secrets.
Yeah, number of red rubies. So if we
The
go...
chalice of knowledge.
Let's go from the crack. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. So we'll go 5, and then 3 or 4, and then we're thinking 9. So let's try 5. Oh, I got it. See, I don't like the 9. I thought the 9... That's too obvious. Oh boy. It's about to get real dark in here. Literally. I bet you the lights all go out. Rutrow. Oh no. Read the Necronomicon. Woo! In the Nameless Bookstore, Pierce traced the trail of an attempted burglary. He discovered that Charles Hawkins was behind the attempt. Pierce opened the bookseller's safe to find what the latter and Sarah Hawkins had hidden down there. A book covered in human skin lied inside. Irresistibly attracted the detective. When he opened it, his mind was projected into another body. Oh, heck yeah.
Dr. Colden, this man's condition is deteriorating.
What says Dr. Fuller? It's his patient, after all.
He's busy with Captain Fitzroy. He specifically asked us not to bother him when that's the case.
Oh, of course. I'll see what I can do. Mr. Blake, can you hear me? I'm Dr. Colden. We'll take care of you.
There's nothing we can do. I tried talking to him. He's catatonic.
Let's examine
Very well.
examine the patient.
I'll examine him.
Okay. Medicine.
30-year-old subject. Severe hypothermia. Erythematous papules around the eyes and eardrums. Necrosed palpebral tissue. Lord, this smell.
I don't know what most of those words mean.
His skin shows abnormal loss of color and seems dried out. He's totally dehydrated. His fingertips and toes seem to feature a slight ring under the skin. Tender at the touch. Slightly sticky.
He's also not moving.
Severe malnutrition. Swollen abdomen with traces of petechia. Doesn't seem like an edema. Slight protuberances seem to indicate the presence of a foreign body.
A
So,
foreign
doctor,
body.
An opinion?
I'm not
He's
sure
got
I
something
have
inside
the
of him.
necessary knowledge to treat this man.
Don't say that. You're our most worthy doctor after Dr. Fuller.
Some of his symptoms are beyond my comprehension.
What did you find?
He has
Did
something
you
in
examine
his
his
belly.
abdomen? It would seem there's something inside.
He hasn't eaten in days. Are you certain it's not an edema?
No. Can't you recognize an edema? Pushing with your finger won't leave a trace. And look at these bumps.
It's not like he could be pregnant.
Whatever it is,
Says
This
you.
man has something inside him that shouldn't be there. We should operate on him at once.
Dr. Fuller said not to worry, that the edema would go away by itself.
You know, I'm not sure Dr. Fuller is telling the truth.
The state of his limbs
In
is
spite of
worrisome.
the muscle contractions, his arms seem limp.
Yes. They can't have decalcified, not at this rate.
And yet, if there is a bone in this arm, it's softer than that of a newborn baby. What about his
Yeah,
cranium?
what?
It's soft at the touch. It does seem like the skull of a baby.
Look at these sticky rings growing at his fingertips. What can be happening?
Tentacle suctions.
I'm sure you'll find an explanation. You have
Oh,
to.
he's turning into a...
I see signs of hypodermoclysis, but he's still dehydrated. When was his last IV?
He's constantly under perfusion. I've even gone beyond the recommended dose to no avail. And you won't believe me, but when we bathed him earlier,
He seemed to feel better?
yes, like he needs an aquarium, not a perfusion.
Oh, he's turning into a
but
fish.
that doesn't explain his condition.
I almost don't believe it myself, but these symptoms are not those usually associated with the human species.
He's turning
What do
into an
you mean?
octopus.
Don't tell me you believe in extraterrestrials.
No. This poor man is from our world, all right. But his body is undergoing unnatural mutations. And this transformation is killing him. His body simply can't cope.
Where could he have gotten such an infection?
I
Hey,
pray
Dr.
that
Fuller.
it's not here.
Dr. Colden, may I know what you're doing to my patient?
What I'm doing? How about what you've done to him?
Let us calm down, my dear Marie. I don't appreciate your tone, nor your insinuations. I've done to him what I do to all my patients, provide him with the best available care.
Your imagination is without limit. It's your homemade drug again, is it not? Those people are not your guinea pigs.
There, there. What have you seen to put you in such a state?
His
I've never seen
limbs,
anything like this.
His body temperature? I don't know what experiments you've undertaken, but this is going too far.
Oh, I sense some excitement beneath your indignation. Could it be you wish to join me in my scientific endeavors?
You are a brilliant physician, Dr. Fuller, but this man has the attributes of some kind of animal.
Fascinating. An animal, you say? Could you be more precise? Cephalopod, perhaps?
This amuses you.
Your reaction does. I know your thirst for knowledge, Doctor. It's your innocent worries for this man that have you overreacting.
For this man, and the others whose medical files you've been hiding.
I have to protect my discovery. These people owe me their life, but the world isn't ready yet. It will be.
Oh,
in
this guy's
time.
crazy
I will
evil.
not let you do this.
We
You
kind of already knew
disappoint
that, though.
me,
But
Marie, but I still have hope you'll one day share my point of view. In the meantime, take care of your own patients and try not to forget who you're dealing with.
Was that
oh,
a
his
threat?
walk is even evil.
What did he mean?
You see that?
It was a warning. Dr. Fuller is this institution's founder and one of our profession's most influential voices. My word is of no weight against his. If I continue to protest, I will only ruin my reputation and career.
It's scandalous. Can't we do anything? Is there no evidence of his crimes?
Oh, that
Hidden
evidence
files.
exists. I'm sure.
Yeah, if we can find those medical
I need to find
files.
the missing medical files.
And where would you find those? In his office? What if you get caught?
I'd rather not think about that. I'm counting on your discretion.
Of course, Doctor. You can count on me. I'll keep Mum.
Man, I'd be a little bit afraid. What is this?
An unknown medicine. Judging by the other ones, it causes heavy side effects.
Oh, that's a Cthulhu serum. Turns you into a cephalopod. Hey, didn't I come through here at one point?
Chronic insomnia. Like half the island.
Oh yeah, that guy's not looking too good. At least he's moving though. Alright, so we gotta figure, what is this?
This place draws you in and never lets you go.
Yeesh. Okay. What are you? High security unit. So I gotta
Everybody
get
says it.
into...
She's a witch, an old hag. I didn't make this up. And I'm the one who pays. What a pest. It's so unfair.
She's talking to her. Is she talking about me?
It's temperamental, if I understand correctly.
Oh.
It's temperamental, if I understand correctly.
Okay, so we're blowing that up. She stopped talking to herself. So this comes over here. For whatever reason, it wants me to... It wants me to follow that pipe and see if there's anything funky about it. Alright, so there's nothing in here. Oops. What is this? This is some sort of office area. I guess what's going to help me is if I figure out... So he's probably in administration, isn't he? I got to figure out where his office is, first of all. Let's go through here, just because I'm a little lost. So this is still administration. Okay, nothing. No.
I have
Hello.
little time for you, Doctor. You'll find out that it's not only the doctors who have things to do.
Why? Why are you so angry?
Wait a minute. Where do you think
Oh.
you're going?
Oh, well, that's
Dr.
Dr. Fuller's
Coleman.
office.
Mrs. Donovan.
Nobody goes into Dr. Fuller's office.
I found
But
the
rest
office.
assured, I'll tell him you came by.
That won't be necessary. Thank you.
I will tell him, nonetheless.
Okay, sure. All right, we got to distract you. So, oh, this is also...
Let's hope I can go through the administration office.
Okay, I see. So, what's over here? But, oh, yeah, that's what I need.
I don't have any business in the boiler room.
Well, I'm going to have to figure out a reason to get some business in there. You are the surgical ward. Why would I want to go in here?
The
I
operating
wouldn't.
room is never accessible after an operation.
Okay, storage room. And... just maybe like a secretary's office or something.
The key to the boiler room is missing. Dr. Fuller always keeps his key with him.
Okay.
Dr. Colden, we need you at once in Dormitory B.
Why?
What is the problem?
Mr. Evans seems to be having trouble with his IV.
I'll see to it right away.
And the family of Mrs. Harding is asking to see her medical file.
I'll never understand why it's so hard to see patients' files around here.
Rules are rules. See, with Dr. Fuller, he's in charge. Anyhow, they're still waiting, and I don't think they'll leave until they get what they want.
Understood. Anything else?
As a matter of fact, yes. A man has been
Ooh.
brought up from the basement.
Let me guess.
Oh.
He's got soft bones.
What state is he in now?
You should go see for yourself, Doctor.
Okay, so that was 3 things. That was the medical files.
This man,
Was it this?
Edward Pierce. His file is incomplete.
It's me.
What did Fuller do to him?
Medical record of Edward Pierce. That was me. All right. So, what is over here? Reception? Well,
Dr.
hello there.
Colden.
Yes? Oh. That is me. All right. Block B. Where the heck am I now? Hello. Can I help you? I cannot, although you have mutton chops. I think I've seen you like 18 times. You also have mutton chops.
Another insomniac. I should find the cause for such a widespread trouble.
This is, looks like all remedy, or herbal remedies and stuff.
What
Hey,
is the
hello.
boiler room key doing here?
Well, pick
the
it
key
up.
to the boiler room. Not where I expected to find it. The key to the boiler room.
Okay.
Not where I expected to find it.
That's fantastic, but can you pick it up?
The key to the boiler room. Not where I expected to find it.
I can't pick it up. Doesn't work. Well, I know where it is.
She recently came back from the surgical block. She's stable. Given her file, a nephrectomy would have been inevitable. But Fuller was able to save her kidney.
Is this my guy?
The whaling station.
What?
What's wrong with me?
What are you talking about?
Doctor, that you?
Yes, it's Dr. Colden. Tell me what happened.
It's the old whaling station. See?
What happened there?
What did you see there?
Nothing. Nothing at all. The floor was all rotten and I fell straight through.
And that's how you broke your back.
Ouch.
Perhaps. No idea. Passed out.
Oof. Poor guy.
He broke his back in an accident down by the docks.
Doctor, please.
Oh, you're not doing so good.
My chest.
His perfusion of a semi-physiological solution doesn't seem to work. He's undergoing a ventricular fibrillation.
Is that a heart attack?
Nurse?
Oh.
Deborah, come and help me, please. His potassium level is too high. Replace it with 2% glucose solution with insulin, calcium, and sodium bicarbonate.
I'm a doctor.
I'll tend to it right away.
Thank you. He's in your hands.
Oh, that guy's not doing too good. Okay, so that was one of the things I had to do, right? Is block A. The other thing I have to do... This is where I started. It is. Okay. The other thing I have to... Hey, quick break from the episode. My recording had some issues, and it cut out a little bit in the middle here. Luckily, it wasn't all that interesting. I just had to cause a distraction to get into Dr. Fuller's office. I'm going to kind of cut out about 10 minutes or so of me kind of walking around, exploring. Nothing really notable happened. Then I'm going to jump right into when I get into the office. Sorry about that.
Mrs. Donovan?
I'm busy. Elizabeth, isn't it?
At last.
Hello.
The missing files must be hidden here.
All right. Give me some files. Files. No, nothing on the outside.
Something is wrong with these masts. It's some sort of puzzle.
Oh.
I've unlocked
Oh, I'm
something.
good. See how
Patient
fast I did that?
files. I was right.
Woo! Sarah Hawkins interview. The cylinder was hidden inside Fuller's office. He recorded his thoughts about one of the many psychoanalysis sessions he submitted Sarah Hawkins to. Was that enough? Did I get what I needed? I should probably close this back up, but it's not going to let me. Am I searching more? Leaving? What am I doing? Okay, I'm going to just search while I'm here, and then I'm going to leave. Oh, I'm going to straight up play it in his office?
Conclusions?
Ah!
Session number 17.
Okay. I'm not worried about him coming back.
Sarah Hawkins.
Can I move?
The
Oh, I
patient
can.
appears to have finally accepted the illusory nature of what she calls the mythos.
This finger belonged
Oh.
to a
Goes
woman.
without saying
Why
that
keep it
these
here?
peculiar delusions are the price that comes with
What?
her
Yeah.
exceptional gifts.
I see the green. Oh, there it is.
Why is Ethan on medication?
Hey, I got it. Oh, look.
Why does Dr.
It's a
Fuller
thing.
write psychological reports about Sarah Hawkins?
She doesn't look good. Oh,
I presumed that her blood was the key,
okay.
but I found nothing to explain Mrs. Hawkins' abilities.
The poor souls downstairs are not Fuller's only subjects.
So he was experimenting on Sarah Hawkins too.
Then James came, irate that Charles was keeping secrets from him. I presume that he will try to break into the basement sooner or later. prepared.
Hawkins, Fitzroy, and Fuller. What is the connection between these three?
Interesting.
Fortunate
Oh.
that I had the presence of mind to set the morgue in the basement. When all the fuss about the Hawkins incident finally comes to an end, I will dispose of her belongings. In the
Interesting.
meantime, they must remain hidden in plain sight.
Oh, I could just walk right through that. Wait, you want me to search something else? What do you need me to do? Oh, right here?
Of course. Sarah Hawkins is the connection.
So... Huh. Okay.
I must go back to the basement.
Do I not want to grab that shoe? Go down to the psychiatric wing. Oops, sorry. Okay, well, I'll tell you what. This has been a very long episode. I want to make sure we end it up here. Interesting. So we're starting to see some connections here, and we're realizing that Sarah Hawkins might have been experimented on herself. So we'll go check out the basement, where I assume I will find me coming up the stairs, and I'll go talk to the police officer. Then we'll go down the stairs, and I assume we'll find me coming up the stairs, but we'll see. Okay, very interesting. We'll see. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next episode.